Hi, this is Steve Robinson, Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Owens, and I wanted to record a brief video about our opening week sessions here in the fall 2016 semester. Today is Tuesday, August 16th, and I wanted to say thank you to all of the presenters who put together a really good range of programs this week. I conducted one myself and had a great time with the 18 or 20 so folks who showed up. And I wanted to kind of recap what we talked about in that video for posterity and for folks who couldn't be there, and hang it out on my YouTube channel. That's something I'm going to try to use this academic year in 16-17. I did create a YouTube channel and want to try to connect with folks who can't always make it to meetings, and also have a record of what we've tried to accomplish, kind of my way of getting out some additional communication as we work through the year. So the breakout sessions I think were really helpful. Mine focused on career focus pathways, and I passed out an article. It's actually a white paper from the CCRC, the Community College Research Center at Columbia University, entitled What We Know About Guided Pathways. And we spent some time talking about guided pathways, and specifically looking at this second page where the white paper authors contrast what is starting to be called the cafeteria model of community college, where we just offer tons of things and let students make up their own mind about where they're going and how, and the emerging guided pathways orientation. And that's what we're going to be talking about a lot this year as we work on the completion agenda. So I printed out, I have them here somewhere. Where did I print them out? Yep, it was sitting right there on the printer. That's a great thing. You can edit these things out. These are my notes from the session, and we had some really thoughtful discussion, and I tried to capture it and repeat it back so that I heard people accurately, but I wanted to share it with everybody. During this career focus area session, there were about 18 folks there, and I asked a specific question after we got started. I said, making this change will be messy. What are the largest obstacles in our way as we move toward career-focused guided pathways? And there were faculty from a diverse range of programs. We had folks from culinary, health, social sciences, humanities, fine arts. There were also student services people there from TRIO and other aspects of student services. So what I have recorded here isn't verbatim, they're paraphrases, and in each of these instances I tried to repeat what I heard to make sure I got the spirit of the comment. One thing I do want to note that I found really interesting and kind of inspirational is, even though I asked for something negative, what's an obstacle, a lot of people offered up positive solution-based comments. So we had to kind of invert them into obstacles, because what I wanted was a list of the things that stand in our way. So let me read some of these. The first one is, we might not have the robust student services resources available that some other colleges do in order to make these changes happen. I think that's a real concern. You take a look at some of the other schools, even here in Ohio, that have moved the needle on completion. They tend to be levy schools with more funding, and obviously we've been challenged in terms of funding. Another obstacle was our degree audit software. We are implementing DegreeWorks. It's not fully implemented, and students don't have access to it yet. That's a work in progress, so that's something we need to learn more about, and that'll help us, but it certainly is an obstacle now. Someone brought up scheduling options, the potential for potentially linking courses like across disciplines, biology and English, for example, and maybe better managing the schedule so that our students can build a full schedule and get above 12 or 15 credits and get the classes they need. We looked at our website as an obstacle. Now, the website is in the process of being refreshed. We're going to go to a new version of it, and there's a new content management system that'll be brought into play with that, but that's not done, and it certainly is an obstacle getting the right information about our programs to students. Another great observation made in this session was, we need more visual information like faculty profiles, pictures, information about our courses, our programs, and particularly our faculty. We also spent a little time talking about some of the new content that's being added to our kind of virtual campus. There's a map, and we're going to be giving folks GoPro cameras to add visual content to that virtual campus map. One person made the point that we could be more aggressive in telling students about our articulation and transfer information, making sure that their courses do transfer and that they know which ones to take, which ones not to take. And we spent a little bit of time talking about the new Falcon Express program and how we're trying to replicate it with the University of Toledo in a potential Rocket Express program where those transfer transactions happen in real time, where a student takes an Owens class and it automatically populates to their BG or UT transcript. We talked about a gap between the student's selection of a career path and their real knowledge that it's going to work for them. This was a great observation made in the session that sometimes a student is well into their degree program before they really know that this is what they want to do or learn that it's not what they want to do. We talked about two aspects of dealing with that problem. One was with some assessment tools like Career Coach, Career Builder, having students do some assessments to find out from a testing standpoint if they're cut out for that field, but also trying to bring practical co-op and experiential experiences forward in the curriculum so that folks draw blood or work inside somebody's mouth before they go down a career path. We also talked about the need to make better use of our K-12 assessments in this area. I know this as somebody who has kids in Ohio Public Schools now, that as early as junior high, students are engaged in some assessment about career readiness, career exploration. One person mentioned that we should use those tools with our students. The one caveat there is not all of our students are direct from high school. In fact, one of our challenges is that our direct from high school population is actually shrinking at the moment. And our average age of students is in the middle 20s, 26, 27. So, and some of those, even if they have those kind of K-12 career exploration data, some of those are dated, maybe not as accurate. We also need our degree paths to be flexible if the job market changes in the future, or if the student goes into an area and those jobs aren't as available as they were before. There's two components to this. One is using the data we have, and we do have some good data from EMSI and a gap in the form of a gap analysis where we have mapped out future careers in Northwest Ohio and how they match up to our degree programs here at Owens. But we can't know everything, and things can change going forward. One last issue was more of a general comment about guided pathways. The guided pathways model is more restrictive. It is more prescriptive. It is in direct contrast to this self-serve cafeteria model where you just fill up your tray with the things that you want. And it's pivoting more to us taking a lead as college employees and faculty and staff, telling students what they need and being more prescriptive in terms of requirements and prescriptions. One person made the, I think, very valid point that while we lock those things down, we should make sure that we maintain some flexibility in there. At the end, I made a point of telling everybody that we're doing a lot of these things. And as we have, people from outside the college come to talk to us this year, we want to make sure that we don't feel as though people are telling us that we're way behind or that we haven't even started on this work. We have started on this work. So my watchword is it's going to be hard and messy, and don't assume that when people are telling us what's going on in other parts of the country that it means they think we're not doing anything, because we are. So that was a recap of the session this morning. I might send this link out with some other information this week. And I'm going to try to, anyway, populate this YouTube channel with some direct messages, because we don't always have the time to in our structural year, and we're always so busy, all of us so busy, to connect on these issues. So feel free to reach out to me, particularly if you were at the session and I missed something, or if there's something here that catches your eye that you want to work on in your department or school. Have a great semester, and thanks for watching this.